Letting go of someone who has hurt you is one of the hardest emotional challenges you may face in life. The pain can feel overwhelming, and the emotions can be intense. Whether it's a friend, family member, or someone you trusted deeply, when someone betrays that trust or causes you emotional harm, it's not easy to just move on. But here's the truth. Letting go is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's one of the most powerful and liberating decisions you can make. It's not about forgetting what happened or pretending it didn't hurt. It's about freeing yourself from the pain and finding peace in your heart again. In Islam, forgiveness and healing are deeply intertwined. Allah teaches us that holding on to anger and hurt only harms our own souls. The ability to forgive and move forward is not just for the benefit of the one who hurt you, but for your own well-being and peace of mind. Letting go allows you to heal, grow, and step into a life filled with mercy, love, and tranquility. This process, while challenging, is also incredibly freeing. When we hold on to past hurts, we carry the weight of them every day, and it can become a heavy burden on our hearts. Letting go doesn't mean that you condone what happened or that you've forgotten the pain. It means that you are choosing to release the grip that past hurt has on your life. By doing so, you make room for the things that truly matter: your peace, your happiness, and your connection with Allah. Throughout this journey, we will explore the steps you can take to let go of the pain caused by others, how to heal through forgiveness, and how to rely on Allah's wisdom and mercy to guide you through this process. Letting go is a choice to live with freedom, peace, and a heart filled with love. 1. Letting go is an act of strength, not weakness. When we think about letting go of someone who has hurt us, we may feel as though we are giving up. It can feel like we are surrendering or losing a battle, but in reality, letting go is one of the greatest acts of strength that a person can show. In a world that often values holding on, fighting for relationships, and never showing vulnerability, letting go may seem like a weakness. However, in the eyes of Allah and Islam, it is a powerful act of inner strength and wisdom. Letting go means acknowledging that you cannot control everything, including the actions of others. It means accepting that you cannot change how someone else behaves or how they choose to treat you. Sometimes the most courageous thing a person can do is walk away from a situation that is hurting them, even if it means enduring the pain of separation or distance. Letting go is not about giving up. It's about understanding that your peace of mind, your emotional well-being, and your relationship with Allah are more important than holding on to something that is unhealthy or damaging. When we choose to forgive someone who has hurt us, we are not showing weakness. Rather, we are showing that we are in control of our emotions. We are choosing peace over bitterness, healing over resentment. Forgiveness is not just a gift to the person who hurt us, but a gift to ourselves. It allows us to release the hold that anger, pain, and hurt have on our hearts, giving us the freedom to move forward in life. Letting go also means acknowledging your worth. It means recognizing that you deserve to be treated with kindness, respect, and love. You do not have to hold on to a toxic relationship or a person who does not value you. You are not weak for stepping away from harm. You are strong for choosing what is best for your mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Often, we hold on to relationships out of fear of being alone, fear of change, or fear of what others might think. But the reality is that by letting go, we make space for better things to enter our lives. Letting go is also about empowering yourself to move on from the past. It is not about forgetting the hurt or pretending it didn't happen. It is about choosing to release the hold that the past has on your present and future. Sometimes, we hold on to hurt because we feel like it gives us a sense of control, but in reality, it keeps us trapped in the past. To let go is to free yourself from the chains of resentment and pain and allow yourself to heal. Islam teaches us to trust in Allah's plan and to believe that every event in our lives has a purpose. If someone has hurt you, it could be a test to see how you respond. Will you hold on to anger and frustration, or will you choose to forgive and move on? Every time you choose forgiveness over revenge, peace over anger, you are showing strength. You are telling yourself that you are bigger than the hurt you have experienced. Finally, letting go is not something you have to do alone. Turn to Allah in your moments of weakness and ask Him for guidance and strength. Remember that Allah is always with you, and He will give you the strength to move forward. Sometimes it takes a leap of faith to let go, but when you trust Allah's plan for you, you can rest assured that the path ahead will be better than the one you are leaving behind. 2. Forgive for the sake of Allah. Forgiveness is a powerful act in Islam. It is not just about letting go of the anger or hurt caused by someone else. It is about purifying your heart and drawing closer to Allah. Forgiveness is a form of mercy, and Allah is the most merciful. When we forgive others for the sake of Allah, we are not just releasing someone else from their wrongs, we are freeing ourselves from the burden of negative emotions such as anger, resentment, and hatred. Forgiveness in this way becomes a source of peace and healing. Forgiving for the sake of Allah is also a reminder that our own faults and mistakes are many. As humans, we all make errors, and we are all in need of Allah's forgiveness. Just as Allah forgives us time and time again, we are encouraged to forgive others. When we forgive, we not only cleanse our hearts, but also reflect the goodness that we seek in Allah's mercy. Allah does not want us to hold on to grudges or carry the weight of unresolved pain. He wants us to let go and move forward, embracing His mercy. The act of forgiveness itself brings us closer to Allah and allows us to experience peace in our hearts. By forgiving, we can feel Allah's mercy in our own lives, especially when we seek His forgiveness for our own mistakes. Forgiving for the sake of Allah also teaches us the importance of releasing negative emotions that can weigh us down. Anger, bitterness, and hatred are heavy burdens to carry. These emotions can consume us and make it difficult to move forward in life. By choosing to forgive, we lighten our hearts and open ourselves to peace. Letting go of the past is essential to healing and growth. Holding on to anger or pain will only keep us stuck in the past, while forgiving helps us to look forward with hope. It's important to understand that forgiveness does not mean you condone the wrong that was done to you, nor does it mean you forget the hurt. Forgiveness is about releasing the control that the hurt has over your life. It's about taking your power back and choosing peace. It's about saying to yourself, I will not let this hurt define me or control me anymore. When you forgive, you reclaim your peace of mind and heart. Forgiving for the sake of Allah also brings spiritual benefits. When we forgive others, we strengthen our relationship with Allah. Allah is pleased with those who forgive, and in return, He promises mercy and forgiveness for us. It is a sign of maturity and faith to forgive those who have wronged us. When we forgive for the sake of Allah, we rise above our emotions and align ourselves with His will. This brings us closer to Allah, and in the process, our hearts become purified and our souls become more at peace. When we forgive, especially in times of hurt, we show great self-control and maturity. It is easy to react with anger or frustration, but it takes strength and patience to forgive. Forgiveness is also a way of earning Allah's reward. When we forgive, we are not only pleasing Allah, but we are also setting an example for others. By forgiving, we demonstrate the qualities of kindness, patience, and compassion. People who witness our forgiveness are often inspired to follow our example. Forgiveness becomes an act of worship, an act of mercy that brings us closer to Allah and spreads goodness in the world. Forgiving for the sake of Allah is not always easy, but it is a journey of growth. It requires strength, patience, and trust in Allah's plan. When we forgive, we release the chains of anger and resentment that bind us. We free ourselves from the past and embrace the healing power of mercy. Remember that Allah is the most merciful, and when we forgive, we draw nearer to His mercy and grace. 3. Keep yourself busy in good deeds. When we experience pain or betrayal, it's easy to become consumed by the feelings of hurt, resentment, and anger. The pain can become all-encompassing, leaving little room for anything else. However, one of the most powerful ways to heal and move forward is by keeping yourself busy in good deeds. Engaging in positive actions not only helps distract you from negative emotions, but also brings immense spiritual rewards. By focusing on doing good deeds, you channel your energy towards something meaningful, and in doing so, you allow yourself to heal and grow in ways that align with Allah's will. In Islam, the importance of good deeds is emphasized throughout the Quran. Allah reminds us of the value of actions that benefit others and bring us closer to Him. The example of those who spend in the way of Allah is just like a grain that produced 7 ears, each ear having 100 grains, and Allah multiplies the reward for whom He wills. Allah is all-embracing, all-knowing. Good deeds multiply in their reward. Something as simple as a kind word or helping a neighbor can bring you blessings beyond measure. Allah encourages us to be active in doing good, not just for our own benefit, but for the well-being of those around us. By keeping yourself busy with good deeds, you're not only helping others, but also healing your own heart. When you're hurt by someone, the natural tendency is often to focus on the pain, to replay the hurtful events over and over in your mind, and to allow anger or resentment to take root in your heart. This constant focus on the negative only deepens the wound. However, when you redirect your focus towards good deeds, whether it's helping someone in need, volunteering, praying, or engaging in acts of kindness, you shift your energy toward positivity. Good deeds cleanse the heart and help to remove the bitterness that can arise from hurt. 4. Protect your heart. Your heart is the center of your emotions, your intentions, and your relationship with Allah. It is the place where your love for Allah resides, where your sincerity is nurtured, and where your deepest desires and intentions are formed. Protecting your heart from the harmful effects of hurt, anger, and negativity is essential for your spiritual well-being. When you allow bitterness, resentment, and negativity to take root in your heart, it clouds your ability to connect with Allah and impedes your ability to experience true peace. Protecting your heart begins with guarding it against harmful emotions such as anger, bitterness, and jealousy. These emotions not only harm our relationship with others, but they also block the flow of Allah's mercy in our lives. Sometimes, we may find ourselves surrounded by individuals who consistently hurt or disappoint us. These people may not always be intentionally malicious, but their behavior or attitude can have a negative impact on our mental and emotional well-being. Protecting your heart means knowing when to distance yourself from such environments to preserve your peace. Protecting your heart also involves being mindful of what you consume, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. What we watch, listen to, and think about all have an impact on our hearts. If we are constantly exposed to negativity, whether through the media, unhealthy relationships, or toxic thoughts, it becomes much harder to maintain a pure and peaceful heart. Just as we protect our physical bodies from harmful substances, we must protect our hearts from negative influences. Guard your thoughts, your speech, and the content you consume. Fill your heart with positive, uplifting thoughts, and engage in actions that bring you closer to Allah. Recite the Quran, engage in zikr, remembrance of Allah, and seek knowledge that nurtures your soul. These practices not only protect your heart, but also help it to flourish, making it a source of light and peace. Furthermore, trust in Allah's plan for you. Sometimes we experience hurt because of the actions of others, but it's important to remember that everything happens according to Allah's will. Trusting in Allah's wisdom and plan for your life is one of the best ways to protect your heart. When you surrender to Allah's will, you let go of the need for control, and this brings immense peace to your heart. Understanding that your life is part of a greater plan allows you to let go of pain and frustration. By submitting to Allah and trusting His plan, you protect your heart from unnecessary stress and worry. Ultimately, protecting your heart is a conscious decision. It is a daily practice that requires effort and intention. Protecting your heart means choosing to forgive, letting go of grudges, seeking good company, and avoiding negative influences. When you protect your heart, you preserve your connection with Allah and allow yourself to experience the peace, serenity, and joy that He offers. A protected heart is a heart that is free to love, to grow, and to flourish in faith. It is a heart that can find true peace in the remembrance of Allah. Remember that Allah is the protector of all hearts. He is the one who grants peace and healing to those who turn to Him with sincerity and trust. When we protect our hearts by seeking Allah's mercy and guidance, we open the door to His infinite blessings. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that letting go is not about forgetting or excusing the pain someone caused you. It's about choosing peace, healing, and trusting in Allah's plan for your life. By letting go of the hurt, you free yourself to grow and move forward with a heart full of mercy and strength. Always remember that Allah's mercy is vast, and He is always with you, guiding you through the toughest times. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. May Allah grant you peace, healing, and the strength to move forward. Keep your heart open to His love, and trust that every challenge is a step closer to your growth and closeness to Him.